Today I'm gonna be showing you guys the best Brian O'Connor's garage. Yeah, I guess you can say garage, but like his best cars he can recreate as close as possible in GTA 5. So, without further ado, I say we should start. And then, oh, by the way, I might rate them from 1 to 10. All these cars are above an 8 in my opinion. 8 or top 10, basically. Like 8 or 9 or 10. Like there's no car in here that's like below 7. Because all these cars are my favorites. And they're really good. Alright, so we're going to start out with the first car. Alright, and then I'll tell you what's the side story. What happened to the cars, or if I'll try to remember what happened. So the first car in this game is gonna be the 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. This car was used in Fast and Furious 1, the Fast and the Furious, and it was introduced by an actor named Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker, which sadly he died on November 30th, 2013. Guess I know my info. And this car, sadly, it only lasted one race, but it was given, I believe it was given by Brian O'Connor's boss, that he gave it to him so he can like drive it around and probably make it his own best car as he tried. I don't remember. I don't really know how to explain it, but all I remember from it is it got destroyed by a group of these people. I forgot. I know it's something with Johnny. He and his group of bikers exploded the car by shooting at it, and then Brian and Dom had to walk home, and that's when Brian fell in love with Brian's sister, aka Mia. Well, not really fall in love there, but he used to go to Toretto's shop, which was you always get the tuna with no crust, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, but sadly this car, it was blown up, sadly. But it's a really good car, in my opinion. And from 1 to 10, already like a 9, 9.5. It's really good. Up next, we have, oh, yes, baby, the 1994 Toyota Supra Mark IV. This car, my friends. Oh my God, what a beast. She's sexy. Like she's sexy. And I don't want to turn around too much because I know you guys saw that Porsche came in. The 2001 Porsche came in. Not Porsche came in, GT3 RS over there, you know. But this car, my friends, is a 10. Fat 10. This, like, there's no way another car can beat this car, even though this car is so sexy. But yeah. So what was it? So Dom told Brian that he owed him a 10-second car, and so Brian told Brian was working for the FBI or FIB. I don't remember what it was, but I try to remember as close as I can. But he was working for people, for the police, undercover, and he brought a junk car, and that junk car was a Supra, and it had a decent engine, which was checked by Jesse. Yeah, I know. I was in a movie. No, I'm just playing, but it was checked by Jesse in the movie, and he told that the car was wasn't really in good condition because it was beat up and all, but they fixed it. They ordered parts from Japan, and then they went and got the parts that they ordered, and then they raced this car against a Ferrari in LA, and then they saved Vince in this car, and that's where at the end of Fast and Furious 1, Brian and Dom have a race. They both win. They're both tied up, but in my opinion, Brian won because even though Brian landed first when they jumped across the train, not really across the train, but like when they passed the train, barely, and Dom flipped this whole car over, and Brian let Dom go in the Supra, and we don't know where it went. So yeah. Next up, we have my all-time favorite cars. This is my dream car. Oh my God, the freaking. Okay, the 1999 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. This car, let me tell you, this car I fell in love with. Oh, and that Mitsubishi, not that Mitsubishi, the Supra, I rated from 1 to 10, a solid 9.5 again. This is a 10. There's no car beating this car. Got so much fame after this movie, and it was pretty well known then, and it still is known today now. But this car is so beautiful, in my opinion. But yeah, this car was used by Brian O'Connor's character, aka Paul Walker, in the Too Fast and Furious. He used his car to race against three other cars, which is a Honda S2000, Supra, and an RX-7. But it's not the same Supra as that one. But he used his car to go against them, and he beat them. Obviously, he got first, and then yeah. And then after that, he was talking to the guy who set up the whole race, which is Tej, and I'll talk about him later on if we get to him. But he was talking about how he was that Tej needed a racer because the other racer couldn't show up, and then he called Brian, and Brian is a really good racer that everybody knows. So he won the race. Brian won the race, and that's the famous scene where Brian jumped over the Supra, and he technically, he won the race, but he tried getting away because cops showed up at the race, and after the race when they won, but the cops showed up, and then, yep, he tried maneuvering, trying not to get stunned by this gun that taps your whole car and you can't control it anymore, and you have no control of the car, and it fucked up, and that was the last time we saw the R34 Nissan Skyline GTR. 1 to 10, I give it a fat 10. Next, we got, this one, I like it. This one's nice. This one is very underrated. This is a 2002 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution V2. This car, in my opinion, I give it a 8.5. Maybe 9, but I'll just give it 8.5. I know we're all 0.5s here, but 8.5. But this card was given by the undercover FBI or whatever, the undercover police station that Brian went to, because he picked up his friend, he picked his driver, and he picked Roman Pierce, which is the funniest dude in the whole Fast and Furious saga, and don't at me. Yes, he is. Roman Pierce, played by, if I can remember his name, Roman Pierce. I'm gonna ask Siri. Who played Roman Pierce in Fast and Furious? What's his name? Just any. Tyrese Gibson. Yeah, I'm so stupid. I don't know how I forgot about him. But they gave him this car, and him and his Brian O'Connor and Roman Pierce went to the streets of Miami. Well, they were already in Miami, but they went to Miami, tried to take down this drug dealer. Well, I don't know if he's really a drug dealer, but to me, he looks like a drug dealer. And they've been trying to track him down. I forgot his name, but yeah, they tried to take him down in this Evo, but then at the end they get away with 2 muscle cars with the money in the back, and then they take down the dealer who was trying to take the undercover lady cop that Brian fell in love with. And yeah, so this car from 1 to 10, I give it a set of 8.5, I believe. So yeah. Alright, we're at the halfway mark, and this is my second favorite car. Look at it. It's just, look at it. Don't at me, but this car is so nice. I like it better than in this game, I like it better than the R34 that we just passed. But this car's sexy too. It's just plain, but it's so clean. So again, we got our 1999 Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. 1 to 10, a 10. I'm a GTR boy. I love my cars. And yeah, this car was used in a race that was to take down a drug dealer named Braga in Fast and Furious 4. And that's when Brian sees Dom again. But Dom is trying to go after the same guy because that guy sent somebody to kill his girlfriend Letty, and Dom wants to bring vengeance towards her. So he tries to they both end up doing a race, and whoever wins gets to work for Braga, and obviously Dom wins, and then Brian accuses of Dom of cheating. And so they go on and they work together, even though Dom fucked Brian's car up. But then at the end, then we're doing a race. It was like a line race to get to somewhere quickly, and then yeah, Dom only blew all of his car and the other racer's car plus this car, sadly. And they got away, and then they started doing anything to get Braga. And then they take Brian. Brian gets Braga. Same with Dom. Dom turns himself in, and yeah. And then we move on to Fast and Furious, or just Fast 5. Yes, this car was in Fast 5. If you don't remember, this car was when Brian and Dom told Brian, let's go get some cars. Let's go get a car. And so they went to this car racer ship. Not dealership, it's more like a car like race. And then they were being wanted because Brian, Mia, and Don Omar and Tego, they helped Dom escape, and then after Fast and Furious 4, which continues off right after Fast 5 at the beginning, and they're wanted by the whole world, plus they get wanted in Brazil. A guy named Reyes is working with the police station, but he also is involved with drugs and a lot of money. And they were trying to get cars to beat the cameras from the place, to try to get the big ass case of money, which was over like $100 million. And yep, they do a successful. Sadly, they didn't use this car, but they were at the end. They were using these chargers that were so freaking. Oh my god! This car is a 2001 Porsche 996 GT3 RS, and I rate it from 1 to 10. I give it a solid 8. It's good. It's nice. Now we move on to the old school. Yes, I know you're gonna be asking, oh, but that's not the right stripes, the right white we're supposed to. I know, but we gotta work with what we got. This is the 1970 Ford Escort RS 1600, and yes, I did not know that. I had to search this car up. I thought it was an old ass GTR, but I was wrong, because this car, it looks exactly like the same car in Fast 5 when Brian and me are in Brazil, the little black car. And yeah, from 1 to 10, I give this a solid. I might rate this a 8 also, because this car is just like one of those cars you wouldn't expect Brian to be driving. But they were in London, but then they went to Spain because of trying to take down this other crew, and they were pretty hard to catch them. So then they decided to get a tank on the highway, and then Brian, Dom, and Roman Pierce got on their own cars, got on the cars that they got from this dealership-ish dude, and they got it from this guy. And then they bought all the cars, and then Brian chose to drive this one, and he saved Roman on this car. So yeah, I love that car, and it's really classy. I like it. Next, you're gonna be wondering, where the hell was this car at? So if you don't know this car, this is a 2013 McLaren MP4 12C Spider. I know, like, what the fuck? But yeah, sorry for my language, but what the fuzz? This car, oh my god. If you guys don't remember, this car was in Fast and Furious 7 when they arrived at Abu Dhabi. Well, not when they arrived, but when they pulled up in Abu Dhabi because they wanted to get God's Eye. And this God's Eye is a machine that can literally tap in a name, and they'll find you whatever person it is. So this car, I try to replicate it, but there's no other way. This is the closest thing in my opinion. I was gonna use a McLaren in this game, which is a T20 McLaren P1, but I just want to be creative. This car costs us around 2.4 million, and it's pretty expensive. Look at my money. Yeah, it's pretty expensive, this whole car garage, and it's pretty nice. 1 to 10, I give it a 9. It's fast, blue, and we really didn't get to see much of it. All we just saw is, scared the crap out of me. All we just saw it do was just pull up and in a line of cars, and it was amazing. This car was beautiful. And then this one, beautiful car. Driven, all these cars are driven by Paul Walker. It's a 2012 Nissan GTR R35. This car, in my opinion, is very underrated in this movie. Well, I don't want to say underrated. I'll just say it normally. A lot of people loved it. It's a car used by Brian O'Connor at the end of Furious 7 where they were trying to get God's Eye back, but they needed to stay close to this helicopter in order for Ramsey, this girl who knows how the God Eye works. She hacks it, and boom, she's already in that hole. And yeah, so Brian, they were switching out her. They were like playing, guessing like hot potato with Ramsey. They jumped Ramsey car to car to car, and luckily, if it weren't for The Rock, Letty and Ramsey would have been dead. And yep, this car, in my opinion, I give it a 10. It's just beautiful. I like the blue that Paul Walker, that Brian drove, and then no, not drove in it though. I like the color that Brian O'Connor chose for this car, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And then I'll show you the inside of every car after this. Next, we got the last one. The car that made everybody cry at the end of Furious 7. Yes, this is a 1995 Toyota Supra Mark IV. Same as that Toyota Supra over there. But this car was driven by Brian.
Hey,
Paige, I don't need you. I got money. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Well, not for long. But yeah, this car was driven by Paul Walker at the end of Fast and Furious 7, where Dom and Brian drove off. Brian pulls up next to Dom because Dom left early because Brian was celebrating life with the crew and his wife, or well, girlfriend. I don't know if they married, but they had a kid named Jack, and they were all on the beach. That's where everybody started tearing up because we lost Brian O'Connor. Well, not Brian O'Connor. In the movie, he retired, but in real life, the legend passed away in a car accident with a tree or a pole, one of those two. And yeah, he passed away. But Brian and Dom drove off. They split at the end of Furious 7, and Brian. This was the last car. This was the last car we saw Brian O'Connor drive in the whole Fast and Furious saga, and it tears me up because I grew up watching all these movies, and all these cars have impacted my life in a very nice way. So we're gonna go inside the car in first person and just show you everything. Nothing. So that's how it sounds. It's pretty nice. It's not that much, but yep, it's pretty nice. Then we'll show you the back. It's nice. It's really nice. So we're gonna get into GTR. You can't really see much, but it's really nice. I like it. Yep, it's pretty. I love it a lot. I was just by the way, for this GTR, I was debating whether on which one I should make, either this one or the white one that they started out in Furious 6, where Fast and Furious 6, where Dom and Brian were racing. And yeah, this is the freaking Spider. I don't even know this car. The McLaren MP4 12C Spider. It's really nice. Has an engine in the back, 2-seater. It hauls ass. Yeah. This is the 1970 Ford Escort, I believe. Yep, RS 1600. Oh yeah, this little thing. Oh, this is so sexy. Pretty nice. Oh yeah, my bad, I didn't show you the back of this car. It's pretty nice. I love it. And there's the back of this car. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Then we got the Porsche Cayman. Now I always say Cayman. I don't know why. I keep forgetting. 2001 Porsche GT3 RS from 2001. It's pretty nice. Nothing that much. Sexy. Sexy in my opinion. And yeah. It's one of my favorite cars. But very doubt. Oh, this is what it started it all. Ah, this is so beautiful, bro. Oh my god. It's not the fastest. Out of all these cars, the slowest one is obviously this one because, you know, it's one of these cars that you can't really do a lot of tuning in. Oh, this one is beautiful, bro. This one. Oh my god, bro. It's fucking sexy, bro. I love all these cars. These cars, I'm gonna keep them. Jeez, bro. Just beautiful. Now we're gonna be getting into the cars that we upgraded at Benny's. These cars are really cool. And I try to do the ones that have NOS. Because you can see the NOS in the middle. It's perfect. You can't, I wish they had NOS. I think that they didn't have NOS in that car, but let's look at this. Try to get it. Oh my god. It's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Alright. We're getting to the Evo now. Oh my god. This Evo was actually pretty, like, I liked it a lot in this movie. And it's Fast and Furious. They did really well in the movie. It has the... It's really nice. As obviously, I had to put the 2 dots on the wheel, you know, for the nitrous. Does it have the nitrous? Oh yeah, it does. E. Land. Oh my god. R34, we're gonna end it off, bro. This car was very beautiful. It sounded so sexy in the movie too. Oh my god. Yeah. Alright. And that's it, my friends. Oh yeah. That's the inside. Look at the back, bro. That's crazy. There's 2 of those. Holy crap. Brown was crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me showing you all of these cars, because I know not like a lot of these cars are really hard to obtain without getting a lot of money. But yeah, just grind your ass off in this game and then you'll get a garage like this. But yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. You don't have to, but I hope this video showed you guys what the cars you can make in GTA 5. Basically make a Paul Walker garage. And yeah, that's gonna cap it all off. Giving you a little quick sneak peek of all of them before I go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, and if you're new, subscribe. Peace. Oh my god.